Patrick only has eyes for Robin. It's always been that way. I was a distant second, a placeholder.
You don't believe that?
And now that she's home, I was so happy. I was so excited for our lives to begin together. Me, Patrick, and Emma, it's over.
Maybe not.
Patrick doesn't want me, Felix. He doesn't even want to see me right now. What are you doing here?
Look, I don't want to monopolize your time.
Yes, you do.
Yes, I do. But look, Robin, there's a lot of people here who love you.
Yes. Where's Patrick? Oh, I guess it's confusing, isn't it? For everyone, really.
It's getting figured out, but I promise it will get figured out. Hi.
Hi, Elizabeth.
You don't call, you don't write.
What is this? Seriously, what kind of friend am I?
Welcome home. I've missed you.
I missed you.
All about? Just seeing off an old friend. One who's gonna owe me, big time.
Never a bad thing?
Yeah, sure. Might come in handy next time we strike against Corinthos. Thanks for getting here so quickly.
I assume this is about our common enemy.
Julian Jerome?
Of course, my friend Jerry will need to recover if he's gonna prove useful. What's wrong with you?
Nothing.
Oh, yeah. Your girl Sabrina. She's getting married tonight, huh?
To a man who already has a wife.
Run that by me again?
Dr. Drake's not-so-dead wife is alive. I saw her.
Dr. Scorpio Drake, as I live and breathe. Does this mean you're going to be coming back to the hospital soon?
Oh, some things never change.
Oh, you look so beautiful. This is so beautiful.
Okay, I know everyone is so excited. Can I just...
No one more than us.
I just want a moment with my daughter, okay? You got this little one?
Okay.
Is that all right?
Yeah, sorry. Yes.
Robin, if you want to get out of here.
No, I don't. I told Patrick that I would stay here, so...
You saw Patrick? You spoke to him? Oh, I guess it's so confusing for everyone right now, isn't it? Of course it is.
Yeah. Can you believe that I thought the reunion would be the easiest part? I mean, what kind of fantasy world was I living in, right?
One that kept you alive. And you did what you had to do in order to survive. I'm grateful for that. But this dream that you've had in your head about what your life would be like when you came back, that's gone. Okay? It did its job, and it got you back to us, sweetheart. But I think you might have to let that go, all right?
I know. It's just...
Sweetheart, you're doing great, okay?
I told him to go. I practically just pushed him right through the door to Sabrina, and now I have no idea what's going to happen.
He loves you. He loves you so much. I know that.
We've
for a
seen it
fact.
the entire
Yes.
time you were gone.
You just have to trust that love is going to get you through this.
I'm gonna go. But I will be right outside if you need me. Sabrina,
Pretty wild night, huh?
I think we need to talk.
What more is there to say? Your wife's alive.
It's not like Jerry has any friends in Port Charles, so who would help him get away?
I'm not sure, but I have my suspicions.
Such as?
Luke said he saw Ava Jerome walking around outside, and I don't trust that woman at all.
Maybe because she's sleeping with my grandson? Ew. What is wrong with her?
Where to begin?
Well, you know, I still can't believe that Julian had yet another sister. They're like termites, those Jeromes. You think they're all dead, and then poof, out pops another one.
Yeah, you better sit down.
Why?
Because there's something I have to tell you. I should have told you this sooner. I should have told Lucas this sooner.
Lucas? Well, look, Carly, you're starting to scare me.
It's about his biological father.
I don't understand.
Julian Jerome's alive.
Well, as a matter of fact, thing is, I only just found out within the past hour that Julian Jerome is still alive.
So you had no idea who Derek Wells really was?
Do you think I'd have taken a job with him if I did? You see, the thing is, Mr. Corinthus.
Call me Sonny. It's a lot easier.
Sonny, there are very few people in this world that I would wish to physically harm, but Julian Jerome, he's pretty close to the top of that list.
I was hoping that you'd say that, so that means that you have no second thoughts of taking this bastard down.
I tried to warn Sabrina about Robin, but she refused to believe me.
Yeah, well, sounds like a mess she's gonna need to work out for herself.
I just don't want anyone to hurt her. That's all.
Well, I got news for you, buddy. If her husband's dead wife is really alive, that's gonna hurt. Now, it seems to me that Sabrina is gonna need a big, strong shoulder to cry on. It might as well be yours.
Your wife, who you lost in a tragic accident, it's just... She just walked through those chapel doors. It's everything you and Emma have ever wanted. It's wonderful.
Yes. It's amazing. But it's been 2 years. I mean, a lot has changed in 2 years. We can't just go back to the way things were. I mean, like nothing happened.
Isn't that why you're here? To tell me that you're sorry, but what other choice do you have? I mean, you love Robin, you always will. Let me ask you this. If she'd never left, would you and I have gotten together? That's what I thought. We're through.
Come here, you.
Oh, I can't remember the last time I was so happy. I'm happy too.
I bet you are.
How long can Mommy stay?
What do you mean?
Will Mommy have to go back to heaven soon?
I can't believe that I'm letting anybody see me like this.
I'm honored.
Oh, well, you should be.
I hope that you looked after Patrick when I was gone.
I did my best. But there were times I didn't think that boy was gonna make it.
Well, he did. And I'm grateful to everyone that got him through it.
Please don't say that. You can't, Sabrina, you can't just declare that we're through.
Why not? It was pretty clear when you kissed her. It's like they didn't even exist. And I get it, I really do.
But it hurts you. Sabrina, I'm so sorry. This is the last thing that I ever wanted. I never wanted to hurt you. I don't even know what's going on right now. This is just, it's...
Surreal.
We were just about to start the rest of our lives together, and...
No, we're not. You should take these.
I know what you're trying to do, okay? I know that you're trying to push me away. But I didn't expect this to happen. I could have never expected this to happen.
But it's still happening. Look, I know you didn't want this or ask for it, but it's still happening. So I need you to take the rings and let me go. Take them.
I can't do that.
It is so good to see you.
It's good to see you too. Sam, I am so sorry about Jason. I just heard a few weeks ago, and obviously you know how much he meant to me.
I do, and you meant so much to him.
I How are you doing?
Good. I mean, I've got my good days and my bad days, but mostly good now that Danny is going to be okay.
Danny.
Daniel Edward, actually. We named him after my brother.
That is a really cute name.
Thank you.
I would really like to meet him.
Yeah, I would like that a lot.
Faison, the man that took Jason from you, was the man that had me locked up this entire time, and you should know that, well, my parents made sure that he will never hurt anyone ever again.
Good. I hope that's true.
Robin doesn't have to go back to heaven. She doesn't?
She was never there.
Emma, sweetheart, your mommy never died. But I thought she was an angel now.
You know, we thought so too. Luckily, we were wrong.
How?
Someone played a mean trick on us. They made us believe your mommy was gone when she wasn't. But that's all over now.
Good news, right?
Dad, best. So does that mean Daddy isn't marrying Sabrina?
You can't do what, Patrick? You can't take the rings. You can't let me go. What?
I don't know.
She's your wife. She's your wife, Patrick. You love her.
But I love you too. Sabrina, I still love you.
Believe me, there's nothing that I'd want more than to kill Julian Jerome with my own bare hands.
He basically destroyed your life, didn't he?
I lost a child because of him.
He turned my son against me. So, it's settled. We take the son of a bitch down.
No, it's far from settled.
Anna?
She doesn't want me anywhere near Julian Jerome. And I can't say that I blame her, but if you want to bury that bastard, I will gladly applaud from the distance.
Eliminating Jerome at the moment is I can't do that because he's the only donor that Sam has for her son. Danny may need him to live.
Then your hands are tied.
As far as targeting him, yeah. But the people who do his dirty work. You tell me, Jerome's organization, aside from you and his sister, who's next in line?
That would be Carlos Rivera.
I'm not Sabrina's favorite person right now. If she's gonna cry on someone's shoulder, it's gonna be that nurse friend of hers.
Yeah. Yeah, I get it. Sometimes the people we care about the most are the ones who push us away.
Oh,
This can't be.
it is. And I meant to call Lucas and tell him, but then I thought about that conversation. Hey, brother, it's been a while. Your biological father's alive. I mean,
Tony was Lucas's father in every way that ever counted.
I know that.
Julian Jerome had absolutely no role ever in your brother's life.
does he even know that Lucas exists?
Well, I doubt it. How long can it be before he finds out?
Hey. Oh, I cannot remember the last time I saw you.
Lila's funeral, maybe?
Yeah, oh my gosh. Has it been that long? Oh, well, I heard about the explosion, and then I heard about what happened. I'm just sorry. I'm so angry at myself that I wasn't here for you, that I've stayed away so long, and that I miss being with you and spending time, and I feel like now I maybe have a chance to make up for that.
And I am so happy that you're back.
You are happy that I'm back. Come here,
Yes.
you. Oh, you have absolutely no idea.
Lucy, I have to thank you.
You have to thank me for something like what?
Yes, for resurrecting the nurses' ball. I saw a DVD of it.
You saw it?
I
Oh,
did.
did you love it? I loved it. I thought it was our best yet. Did you like it?
It was absolutely great. Yes. And I understand that I have Sabrina to thank for that as well.
Well, yeah, she kind of spearheaded it. It was important to her because it was important to
No, I know. It's okay.
Patrick.
It's okay. She seems like a really good person.
Yeah, she is.
What we had was real.
Except it kind of wasn't.
No. Listen to me. I meant everything I said to you at that altar. I wanted to spend the rest of my life with you and Emma. Robin showing up, it doesn't automatically change the way that I feel.
But it changes everything else.
Sabrina, you need to understand something, please. Listen. You were never a replacement. I loved you. I still do.
So what are you saying, Patrick? Is this goodbye? Is this not goodbye? What are we doing? Look. You can love us both. But you can't have us both. You have to choose. Me or your wife.
How is the little guy doing anyway?
All set with bone marrow at the moment, if that's what you're asking.
That's not what I'm asking. Sam, will you look at me, please? Sam, this is not who I really am.
Who's that? The guy using his grandson as an insurance policy? Whoa, what did you just say?
That's okay. Hey, listen, I will gladly save Danny's life again. But I have to be breathing to be able to do that. Don't you see that? This is the only way, okay, Sam?
The only way? You're amazing, you know that? You act like you're the victim here, but from where I'm standing, you started all this. You went after Sonny Corinthos, not the other way around.
It's because you don't know the whole story.
Well, she knows a lot of it.
Yeah.
I mean, she knows the bit about you and Ava using Morgan to get back on Sonny, the trashed warehouse, the exploding shipment, the injured security guard, etc., etc., etc.
What the hell, man? Are you some sort of advocate for Sonny Corinthos?
No, I don't really like any of you guys.
Excellent.
I don't see him starting a mob war and then hiding behind a little kid to save himself.
Okay. Look, Sam, Sonny's the one who's coming after me.
Oh, okay. So you're denying that you declared war on Sonny?
You just say Rivera?
Carlos Rivera. He's his number 2. He brought him up from Puerto Rico.
Uh-huh.
Well, the name seems familiar to you.
Yeah, well, I knew some Riveras from Puerto Rico back in the day.
It's a common enough name.
Yeah, that's true, but I gotta be sure before I make my move.
What kind of a move are we talking about?
Emma was so little when I left. I'm so proud of her. She's so confident. I see a lot of my mom in her. And you. She lost a tooth. I know. I should have been there, Elizabeth.
Oh, Robin, your baby is still growing. You're not gonna miss another moment. And for all the moments you did, your memory was right there. We made sure of it. No one could take your place.
I'm not so sure of that. You know what Emma told me when I saw her at Halloween? Of course, she doesn't know it was me. She introduced Sabrina as her new mommy.
Oh, Robin.
And she is, I saw it all right in front of me today. Emma is a family, and Patrick saying his vows to another woman.
I know that I can't have you both, obviously, but this is just... Our lives just got totally turned upside down. and I need a little bit of time to figure out... Sabrina, please. Sabrina, please. Look at me. I don't know what else to say, but this is our wedding day. I'm so sorry. I didn't expect this to happen. And I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry that Robin is alive.
Neither am I. You should head back.
Sabrina.
Your wife is waiting for you.
She could use you. I'm on it.
I mean, for all Patrick knew I was dead. He was supposed to move on. I mean, maybe I should be happy that he found someone to love and someone to love him and Emma. He does love her, right? Elizabeth, I told him to go after Sabrina. I told him, what if what? What if he doesn't come back?
Maybe taking someone out isn't the way to go right now.
Nah, a monster like Julian Jerome, the only thing he understands is force.
Well, that might have been his old game, but that's not his new one. He's dismantling my life bit by bit, messing with my legit operations, my families, but it's okay. Because I have the upper hand.
How's that?
Well, I know somebody who knows him better than anybody, who knows what Jerome's gonna do before he does. You get what I'm gonna ask you, right? Come work for me.
And whatever's going on between Sonny and me has nothing to do with how I feel about you and Danny. You're my family.
You're not serious. I apologize if I'm speaking out of turn.
Oh, no, please. Be my guest.
Thank you. Let's be clear. You're using your daughter and her son as a shield to protect your own sorry ass. And yet it has nothing to do with them.
I just want a chance. That's all. To be a part of your life. And Danny's life.
This will be the last time I say this. I don't want to have anything to do with your world, Julian. And I'm sure Lucas doesn't either.
Lucas. Well, who's Lucas?
Nobody. Let's get out of here.
After you.
I'm sorry, boss.
Yeah, no, you keep it.
If Patrick didn't say it was over, there's still hope.
He didn't say it wasn't over either. Yeah, you know, I actually felt sorry for him. Patrick looked so lost. Like, no matter where he stepped, he couldn't find his footing.
Yeah, well, too bad. He should have thought of that before.
Before what? Before his wife came back from the dead? What do you... Felix, what happened tonight isn't Patrick's fault.
But whatever happens next will be.
What am I supposed to do? Just wait while he figures it out?
How'd you leave it?
He said he needed time, and then I told him to go back to Robin.
Sabrina, I would do anything to fix this for you.
At this point, I don't even know what that would look like.
Hey. Together, we're gonna make it through to the other side. You and me.
I don't know what I would do without you.
That's a question you'll never have to answer. Okay. First thing on the agenda, getting you out of that dress. The night can only go up from there.
My mother's dress. I was so convinced it would make everything perfect. How wrong was I?
Daddy? Did you hear? Mommy doesn't have to go back to heaven.
I know. Best news I've ever gotten.
Me too.
Anyone feel like getting some air? Yeah. Should we go and see if we can find some shooting stars?
Yeah.
What do you think about that? Yeah.
Robin, please call me if you need
I
anything.
will. We'll see you
okay?
soon.
Oh, I love you so much. Okay, sweetie.
I'll come back and check on you.
Yeah.
Guys, just bear this in mind. You've got all the time in the world now for everything. You don't have to make any decisions right this second. Come on. So first one to see a shooting star gets to buy the other one ice cream.
You're on.
$10 says that Emma sees a shooting star before they're even out of the building.
10, I'd definitely go with 12.
Do I feel different? Oh,
Exactly the same.
I wish everything else was. How's Sabrina?
She's not good. She's trying to be strong, but I can see how much she's hurting.
I'm so sorry. That's why I tried to leave, because I just didn't want to have to tell you like this. I didn't want to have to come out like this.
Yeah. Not the kind of night she expected either.
No. So, did you talk about everything?
Talked.
Well, what did you say? Patrick, you told her that I'm back and that I'm your wife and that you and me and Emma are gonna be a family again, right?
I don't know what's going on right now. I'm trying to find
Listen,
words.
I know that this came out of nowhere for you, but I have spent the last 2 years of my life fighting to get back to you, fighting to have my family back.
I can't believe that you're here, and I'm so happy. I'm just trying to do the right thing right now.
And what? You don't know what that is?
I don't know what anything is right now. But I think your mom's right. I don't think we have to figure everything out tonight. I'd just really like to go home with you. I'd really like me and our daughter and you under one roof again. Please, can we just go home? Can we do that?
No.
What do you mean the wedding's been canceled?
Miss Weber called a few minutes ago.
Wow. Okay. Well, that's why we get deposits. Thanks for the heads up.
You're welcome.
What are you looking at?
Well, someone's having a rough night.
Mom, that was Julian Jerome.
I don't want to have anything to do with your world, Julian. And I'm sure Lucas doesn't either.
Lucas.
Anna has made it perfectly clear to me that if I ever find myself on the opposite side of the law, then there'll be no hope for us.
I understand. But Anna, she don't have to know. I mean, you want to take this animal down as much as I do, right?
I've already admitted to that, yes.
And after what Jerome did to me, to you, to Anna, and who knows who else, he has to be stopped.
I agree.
Together, we can neutralize him.
I don't know what to say.
Oh, you don't have to say anything now. I mean, just think about it and then come back to me. Is that fair enough?
What do you mean, no? I don't understand.
Does Emma still sleep with Mr. Mo?
Robin.
Does she still call out at night every single time he falls out of bed?
No, she gets out of bed and picks him up herself.
That's all I've been thinking about. It's so crazy, the little things that stick with you like that. Nighttime is what I miss the most with you guys. Tucking my baby girl in and falling asleep under your arm on the couch. Believe me, there is nothing that I want more than coming home with you right now. It's everything I've been dreaming about.
Why don't you?
I can't just pretend that everything is normal when Sabrina is a part of your life. I mean, you were about to marry the woman.
Everything okay? Yeah.
Who won the bet?
I did.
Yeah, I gotta buy her ice cream. But not tonight. It's a little late, yeah?
Mommy? Are you coming home with us?
Oh, gosh. Oh, you know what? I've got a great idea. I think that maybe you and your mommy should come home to my place and we'll have a sleepover. Don't you think that'd be a good idea? I'd love some time with my girls.
What do you think, baby? Wanna do that?
Yeah.
Okay, that'd be great, Mom.
I think it's best so that we can all just spend a little time processing, okay? Just go wait for mommy in the car. Come on.
Bye, Daddy.
You be good, Kate. I'll see you in the morning.
Okay, I will.
Right there, baby.
Robin, you sure this is what you want?
No, I don't know what else to do right now.
Robin. I love you so much.
I love you. So much.
Hey, I got your message.
I want eyes on this guy around the clock. I want to know everything there is to know about Carlos Rivera.
Drake, aren't you supposed to be on your honeymoon?
Oh, hi. Did Felicia get Emma off to school?
She did. I rode down in the elevator with her.
Oh, good.
They're off.
Good for children to get back to their routines, you know?
Even when their mothers come back from the dead?
Especially then. Yeah. She needs to know that you're here and you're alive, and that she doesn't have to guard over you and shackle herself to your legs so you don't fly back off to heaven.
I know it's the best thing to reassure her, make her feel safe, but honestly, if it were up to me, I would spend the entire day in bed cuddling with her.
Well, we get to pick her up in 5 hours, so.
Right.
You okay, sweetheart?
It would also be an incredible distraction from the fact that my husband is not with me.
What happened? The bride wise up and leave you for a real man?
Buenos días, querida.
Carlos. Oh my God. What happened last night? What did we do?
I guess the reunion didn't go quite as you imagined with Patrick, did it?
I mean, I had been dreaming about the day that I got home the second I realized I had been kidnapped. I knew exactly how it would go. I would go to the house, and Patrick and Emma would be there waiting for me, and they would throw their arms around me. But it's like you said at the church yesterday, that was the fantasy that kept me alive and helped me to survive and helped me to get home. But now that I'm home,
You have to let go of the fantasy. You do. You have to concentrate on reality. As painful as that is, their lives didn't stop. You know?
Mom, I didn't want their lives to stop. I mean, I would have hated it if Patrick and Emma were sitting there in that dark house staring at my picture for the last 2 years.
You just want things to go back to normal.
Well, that was the dream.
Right.
The dream that Jerry woke me up from the second he showed me the DVD of the nurse's ball, and I learned about a person named Sabrina Santiago.
Change your plans. So, no wedding? Dr. Dosky, has Epiphany found you? Because she's on the warpath. Something about improper use of the nurse's station computers. I'd make myself scarce if I were you.
Dubois, I owe you one.
We have to talk.
Felix, we can't right now.
We all feel your pain, but that doesn't change the fact that Sabrina's my best friend.
I understand that I hurt her. I apologize for it.
Look, I get it. Your wife came back, and it's not an easy situation.
You cut me some slack now?
Listen to me.
What?
Sabrina's missing.
Turn around!
I thought you could use these.
Oh my God.
Unless you want to put your wedding dress back on.
How did I get here?
You don't remember?
If I remember, do you think I'd be asking you right now? My mind's just a blank. Except for the pounding.
That's probably because of the tequila.
I was drinking tequila?
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God.
A lot of it.
Great.
But you had a good reason. When we met up at the docks, you were in a real bad way. You're okay. Don't you remember? You just come from your wedding, where Patrick's not-so-dead wife decided to show up. You asked me to take you somewhere where no one could find you.
So you brought me here to your bachelor pad.
It's a sublet. And you wanted privacy.
Privacy.
It's the only place in this strange city I knew no one would disturb us.
Did we sleep together?
I mean, you were psychologically tortured for nearly 2 years. You cannot blame yourself for not anticipating this.
Everyone thought I was dead, including Patrick, so what did I expect him to do? Become a monk?
You did what any normal person would do. You clung to the truth, which is that people here loved you and that we would be overjoyed if you came back.
Sure, Patrick is happy that I'm alive, Mom, but that doesn't change the fact that he's made other commitments.
I'm not minimizing the fallout. Will there be adjustments? Yes, of course. Will there be heartache? Maybe. But none of that's on you. That is all Faison. All of it.
I don't know. Before Faison even got his hands on me, when I thought that my HIV meds were failing and that there was a chance I could die, I left a DVD for Patrick in which I told him to move on, to find someone else to spend his life with, not only for himself, but for Emma's sake. So how can I blame him for doing just that?
Nobody's blaming anyone here. We're just feeling our way through. Come on.
Mom, when I got to this chapel, I got there at the very beginning of the ceremony and I saw the entire thing. And I couldn't believe what I was seeing. When I had left that DVD for Patrick and I told him to move on because I thought I was gonna die, it was an idea, it was a suggestion. I didn't actually think that there would be a living, breathing human being that would come into my family and take my place. I mean, he did exactly what I told him to do. He found someone to love, he fell in love with her, and she fell in love with him too.
Oh,
What are you talking about? Sabrina's missing since when?
Last night.
But I left you with the church with her.
Yeah, Brad and I went to go check on her, but Sabrina said she needed a minute to get out of her dress and collect herself. But when I came back, she gave us the slip.
So nobody talked to her? She didn't show up at your place at any point?
I went to Taylor first thing, and she said she never came in. I've called, I've emailed, I've texted nonstop, but no word. I've checked everywhere, but there's no sign of her.
We didn't sleep together. In the biblical sense, we slept in the same bed, but it was totally innocent.
Oh my God, how innocent could it have been if I had no clothes on?
You had the spins. I was afraid you were gonna get sick. I couldn't have you rolling around puking in your wedding dress. And you were in no condition to take it off, so...
So you helped me?
I had my eyes closed. Mostly. Oh, come on. Any glimpses were purely unintentional. Hey, Sabrina. I would never take advantage of you. You know that about me, right?
I don't even know what I know anymore. What I was so sure of has been completely upended. I knew Robin was dead. But even though you told me otherwise, I refused to listen to you. And now I'm paying the price.
Ahead of yourself here, Robin. You've had nearly 2 years to think about the day that you would come home. Patrick, he has had no time to absorb even the shock.
I know, I'm not being fair.
Well, you're being human, which I kind of prefer.
Patrick asked me to go home with him last night. I was the one that said no because he did not break things off with Sabrina. So, I guess all I can do now is wait to hear from him.
Listen. When you were taken from us, Patrick went to a really dark place. He was literally sick without you. He couldn't even get out of bed. I frankly was concerned that he was ever going to be himself again, let alone find joy.
He did. He found it with Sabrina.
Sabrina's a lovely girl. She is. She really supported him through a lot and helped him find his way back to himself, get himself together, for Emma's sake, as well as for his own. But Sabrina's not the woman that he changed his life for. She's not the one he married, or the one who gave him his beloved daughter. She's not you. Really. I honestly think Patrick will find his way back to you, sweetheart. I promise you that.
I wish I was as sure of that as you are, Mom.
Have you talked to all the friends? I mean, maybe she stayed with Ellie or Lucy or something.
No and no. I'm telling you, no one's seen or heard from her since last night. I even tried to file a police report, but it hasn't even been 48 hours, so they were less than helpful.
Well, she's not one to hurt herself, so I don't want to...
No, of course not. I'm sure she's okay. But on the off chance she isn't...
We need to try and find her.
You need to try to find her.
No, you're right. It's my responsibility.
I would gladly take the responsibility, but she's not returning my calls. I didn't even want to bring you in on this except as a last resort. I'm not sure she's going to even want to hear from you, but I am sure you're the one person she can't ignore. Call her.
I should have listened to you.
No, you shouldn't have. I'm your ex. I came here trying to win you back, and you told me, made it very clear you weren't interested. You'd met somebody else, and I kept right on going after you. I was being a jealous, possessive jerk.
You're not a jealous, possessive jerk.
I can be. I have been.
If I'd listened to you, Patrick wouldn't have left me standing at the altar while he ran to Robin, while he kissed her right in front of me. That's my phone.
Patrick? What are you gonna do?
Come on. on, Sabrina, pick up. Sabrina. Hello?
First off, I'm okay.
Thank God. What the hell took you so long to check in? I was worried sick.
I know, Felix, I'm sorry. I was really out of it, and I only not just saw the missed calls.
I thought you'd passed out in a ditch.
Well, you got half of that right. I was passed out, but not in a ditch. I spent the night with Carlos.
So we're going after Carlos Rivera?
Maybe. But I got some options. The point needs to be made that the Jeromes can't come after my territory. I have tolerated their presence, but my patience is running thin.
Well, say the word. I'd be happy to deliver the message.
I can't really burn Rivera just yet, not until I get some facts straight.
He's Julian Jerome's lieutenant and probably his enforcer. I mean, what else is there to know?
I need to know if Carlos Rivera is family.
So much has changed since I've been gone.
Of course.
Babies have been born. People have died. I saw Sam at the church. She's a widow. I mean, Jason's son has to grow up without his father.
Yeah. I know how much Jason meant to you.
I just can't believe he's gone.
But you know, it wasn't because of the brain tumor. You know that. Your serum saved his life.
Only for Faison to shoot him in the back and dump him in the harbor.
I know.
And Edward Quartermain, I honestly thought he would outlive us all.
He lived long enough to save Emma's life.
What do you mean?
He sacrificed himself. When Jerry had taken his whole town hostage when he'd poisoned the water supply, there was one antidote left to save a person. And Tracy, she appropriated the dose. Well, she basically stole it to give to Edward. But he chose to give it to Emma.
Oh my God.
He loved you, Emma, as much as he loved you. It's not all grim, Robin. Just look at the ring on Uncle Mac's finger and the smile on Felicia's face. If those two can find their way back together again after all they've been through, so can you and Patrick.
You did what? You slept with Carlos?
It's a long story, but no, nothing happened. Unless you count a night of binge drinking and the hangover that follows.
What'd I tell you about you and tequila?
I know, I'll let you lecture me later, okay? I wanted to let you know that I was okay.
You might want to pass that information on to Patrick. He lost it when I told him that you were missing.
He did?
Of course.
The man's baby mama might be back from the dead, but that doesn't mean he stopped loving you.
Thank you. Can you do me a favor?
Do you have to ask?
Don't tell Patrick I'm with Carlos.
I left a message for Sabrina. I just got a straight voicemail. Who's on the phone?
Promise me, Felix.
Felix, is that Sabrina? Where is she?
I want to believe you, Mom, but it's just so difficult to not feel like an interloper who's coming in to steal the life that Patrick and Emma and Sabrina have built
You
together.
had this life. This was your life. These were the people you loved. You are allowed to want this back.
I'm not sure it matters what I want. If Patrick didn't want Sabrina, then he would have broken it off with her last night.
Listen to what you're saying right now. Would Patrick be the man you love so much if he could so easily cut ties with a blameless woman who has supported him all this time that you couldn't through no fault of your own?
You're right. You're right. He was about to commit his life to her. He had said his vows to her. It was completely unrealistic to think that he would just say, sorry, and walk away.
That's what I was trying to say last night. That there is time. You don't have to make these decisions immediately.
But they do have to be made eventually. And I can't say that I would blame Patrick if in the end he decides that I'm his past and Sabrina is his future.
Alex, whatever you do, please don't tell Patrick where I've been. Okay?
Understood. Gotta go.
Was that Sabrina?
Yeah. False alarm. She's fine.
Where's she been?
You know, clearing her head, driving.
All night.
She crashed at Joyce's.
Joyce.
Joyce, the nurse? She works in pediatrics.
Yeah, but I thought you said you talked to all her friends, Felix.
Yeah, but I didn't think to include Joyce because she and her, Sabrina had a falling out.
She didn't mention anything about a falling out.
Yeah, because it was over something so stupid. Sabrina offered to take Joyce out for a nice dinner. And when they did, Joyce ordered soup. And then Joyce said, you know, she insisted that that wasn't dinner and that Sabrina owed her another dinner, and Sabrina protested. It was a whole to-do.
Apparently.
Yeah. So they're over at Joyce's having breakfast, regrouping. Everything should be,
Dr. Drake?
Joyce.
I thought you were supposed to be on your honeymoon.
Yeah, you're not the only one. Can you excuse us for a second, please?
Sure.
Spill.
You're related to Carlos Rivera?
Not by blood, but maybe, I don't know. Hey, look, until I know for sure, he can't be touched.
So what's the connection?
My first wife. Rivera was her maiden name. Her father was Fernando Rivera, major player in Puerto Rico. I inherited his territory.
Your first wife, she was killed, right?
Yeah, she was pregnant. We were gonna have a child. We went out to celebrate. We were having a good time. We were drinking. She didn't drink, but I did. And then she went out to the car. And her father planned to kill me, and he killed his daughter instead. She was very special, and she deserved a lot better than what I gave her. Look, you know what? I know the Riveras are a dime a dozen in Puerto Rico, but Carlos is from there. He's connected.
But you don't want to take any chances.
I mean, it's slim. I know it's slim that Carlos could be Lily's family, but I owe it to her to be positive about what I'm doing here. So I'm not gonna make a move unless I know for sure.
With you not taking my calls, you better check your messages and quick. Because as hard as I tried, Patrick made me squeal. And he knows you're over at Carlos's, and he's on his way over there right now.
I need to go.
Stay a while.
I can't.
Come on, talk to me.
I can't. But thank you so much for letting me crash here last night and for taking care of me.
Well, I have a feeling you'll be needing more of that. Come on, where are you going?
I'm gonna find Patrick.
Sabrina.
He's looking for me. He just needed time to think.
He needed time to build his courage.
For what?
To tell you what he couldn't tell you last night.
What?
Your relationship is over.
I gotta get out of here, get some air.
It's really stuffy in here. Why don't we go down to the waterfront? We could have some brunch, and I could take you for a drive. I tell you, as police commissioner, one of the things I love is the fact that I can drive as fast as I want. Nobody can stop me, and there's a stretch of road I'd like to take you there. It's really cool.
I love that the main perk of your job is that you can drive as fast as you want to.
Yeah, that's our secret, though. I don't want to be a bad example to my officers.
Mom, would you mind if we did that another time?
You need to be alone.
I just need to walk around and clear my head a bit.
I don't want to crowd you.
That's impossible.
I'm very greedy for you right now. I love you so much. I'm so thankful that you're alive. I am. I could shackle myself to your leg right now, follow you around. But since we marched little Emma off to school, I should probably tough it out. Right?
Mom, thank you.
For what?
For looking after Patrick and Emma, and for rescuing me and keeping me sane. You're my hero, Mom. You always will be.
And you are mine. You're my hero.
You were so kind to me last night, so why go and annihilate the goodwill that you've built up, huh?
I'm telling you the truth.
The truth.
You just said you should have listened to me.
Your truth
Now
is
is the time to-
self-serving. Undercutting my relationship with Patrick is
What
not going to bring me
relationship?
back to you.
The man ran away from you.
It's not that simple, okay?
Yes, it is. Sabrina.
There's still maybe something left to salvage. That's all the explanation you're gonna get.
Don't do this, Sabrina. Don't do this, please. He's gonna hurt you again. He doesn't love you. He can't love you. But I do.
Hey.
Hey, Mac, come on in.
Look, I'm not going to stay long. Is Maxie here by any chance?
Maxie? No, I haven't seen her.
I've been looking all over for her. I want to tell her about Robin.
Hello? Is anyone there?
Maxie.
Find out everything you need to find out about Carlos Rivera and fast.
Understood. Just so we're clear, if Rivera isn't connected to your wife's family,
then Carlos dies.
Your feelings don't matter because I don't return them.
Don't you?